Actually, Conexión was really, I would say, a dream come true for me because I am originally from Ecuador. Though I grew in Quito, my parents actually come from small villages in the country. My mom comes from La Maná, which is the cacao in agricultural village, and my father comes also from a farmer community in the Sierra. So, growing in the city and between the city and the countryside, I was really able to understand how the farmer community worked over there, and also able to really live as they live. And anyway, I had that always in my heart. And through the years in the capital in Ecuador, I had the opportunity to apply for a cultural exchange in Florida. So I moved to Florida first through my background, which at that point was hospitality. I jumped out to New York. And in New York, I was able to meet the chef Anthony Bourdain through another industry that I had there. And in that restaurant, I went once to ask for a job. So the chef or the sous chef at that moment told me that, he had the dream job for me, in which was this Ecuadorian, actually this French company that was sourcing mostly cacao from Ecuador, that was based in New Jersey, that was needing or looking for somebody to actually help them in growing the business. And they needed support in many areas, which one was sourcing the cacao from Ecuador directly, the other one was making the chocolate itself, the other one was importing, they needed help in different areas. And I just got connected so much with it, and I ended up working with them for over 5 years and in New Jersey. And after that, I worked for a different chocolate companies as well in the U.S. And at some point, I just knew it in the bottom of my heart that I had to start my own business. So I started working like 2-3 jobs since 2013. I was making chocolate already in origin, and also trying to understand what was kind of needed the most in the market. At that point, the boom of the bean to bar chocolate was happening, and I was able to see it happen, though everybody was focused again into the bean to bar market, because the professional side of this craft chocolate business, it is much difficult for all the machinery, all the technical issues or things that are needed. So I keep seeing the growth of the bean to bar, and I say for me there is a niche to go behind, and it was super clear that it was the part of actually making chocolate couvertures. And then the connection happened there, because I say how do I help my people in Ecuador, and also how do I kind of bring to the market these other type of products that aren't available yet, because all the big corporations are still there. And I say how do I do it? But only one person trying to really develop this. So. And then in 2016, I decided to kind of move forward full-time with the business. And then I returned to Ecuador. And in Ecuador, I was able to consolidate the business model and also to make the chocolate. So, so far, as I mentioned previously, what we do, it's we work with 4 cacao cooperatives in the country, in the provinces of Esmeraldas, Manabí, Pichincha, and also Guayas. And we work only with Nacional cacao, and this is pretty much a specialty cacao that is in danger of extinction. And then we work only with cacao cooperatives also, we actually pay over 40% of the cacao market price, and we produce everything in origin. And for us, our passion is developing flavor profiles. So what we do is we try to respect the personality of each of the cacao beans that we work with, and keep the characteristics of the Nacional cacao, which are floral, fruity, citrus. So we try to keep all of it in the chocolate itself. And that's kind of what David said, like, couverture by itself is very cocoa forward, but the moment that it hits the hand to a chocolatier with these different flavor profiles of nuances, so then you really have to kind of decide what you want to do or what recipe you want to implement. So that's the stage that we are right now. We're trying to incorporate a chef actually to the business that helps also our chocolatiers, our customers, to get into this flavor or product or creations development.